Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, sharing the Bible, business inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So listen, I wanted to share a little story with you guys, but before I get into that, if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe for more content about business inspiration, beauty, lifestyle vlogs, and enjoyment. Hit that button, and you can just go ahead and hit the like button while you're at it. But let's get into this discussion. I wanted to talk about something that happened recently. And listen, guys, I am a beauty business owner and operator. I've been an entrepreneur since 2006, and I'm a licensed esthetician. I started a beauty business in 2008, and I've grown that business over the years. I started as an individual, hired my first team member in 2012, and then over the years, hired more people, opened other locations, satellite locations, and I did a lot. Looking back on it now, I don't even know. The only thing that I can say when people would ask me, how did you do it? It was only by the inspiration of God within me that really had me to do these things. Because if I allow fear to stop me, if I allow fear to really be on the forefront of my mind, I never would have done any of those things, any of them. Because I really never even thought that I was going to own my own business when I got into the wellness and beauty industry. I just really wanted more peace of mind because I was in the legal field and I wanted to be able to go to work doing something that I enjoy doing, making good money and having peace when I came home. Because when I was in the legal field, I got a lot of good experience, but the last job that I had was so toxic, and the atmosphere that I was working in, I just really was unhappy. And I got to the point where I would cry on Sunday nights because I didn't want to go to work on Mondays. So I just knew that I needed to make a change. I was much younger, needing to just really figure things out. And because I made some decisions in my life where I really didn't have that opportunity to live as a teenager, because I became a teen mom, I couldn't focus on just myself anymore. I had to be unselfish. So I was grateful. I cannot complain. I really did go through a lot, but when I look back over my life, I really can't complain. I'm extremely grateful for every experience that I have had, every experience that I've had, good, the bad, and the ugly, and the beautiful, of course. I'm grateful for it. So, with all of those things being said, I just want to make this as quick as possible, right? Started a business, didn't really know exactly where I was going to go with it, kind of got pushed into it based on some things that I had transpired in my life as an employee and just trying to figure things out when I got into the wellness and beauty industry. And I have been in the industry now for a little over 15 years, started my business in 2008, and I have had a lot of success. But I can say that wasn't something that I was really sure of. I was just making those faith moves and doing things according to what I had learned, according to where my faith has brought me to, and just continuously educating myself, learning, getting good information and sometimes bad information, and doing the opposite from coaching and traveling to different conferences and things like that over the years and meeting different people and such. Well, a few months ago, I received a letter, and it was a letter from a company that specializes in selling businesses. And the letter essentially said, if you're ever interested in selling your business, please reach out to us. We are a business brokerage firm. This is what we specialize in. And when I initially saw it, I balked at it, and I'm like, whatever. But I didn't throw the letter away. I looked it over. I researched the company. I even reached out to a few other people just to see if this was maybe something where they were just in the area and they were just passing these letters out to every business that was in the area or around town. And no one else that I spoke to had received one of those letters. So I scratched my temple and I'm like, Now, it wasn't that I had any thoughts about selling my business, but just the thought of knowing that this business brokerage firm came to my business, little old me, and my business, to see if we're interested in having the conversation was intriguing to me. So, you know what? I decided to schedule a meeting just to see what they're talking about. And it was just an informational meeting in terms of what they do, finding out a little bit more about them, finding out a little bit more about me. But of course, that's not something that we can discuss in just one meeting. There would have to be reports reviewed, numbers crunched, all of those different things in order to determine if it's something that I would even be interested in doing or something that they would even be able to assist me in. But I wanted to share that just to say that having that meeting, it woke something up within me a little bit more, because I shared some information, and you can go and check out those videos on my channel. I've talked about some of the things that I've been going through in my personal life and dealing with mental issues with my husband and PTSD and depression and just a number of other things, and just some fatigue and different things like that. But having that meeting, it just really even inspired me more for where I am right now in my business and what the possibilities truly are. So I was thinking, do I sell? Do I sell out? Or do I continue to move forward? And at the point where I am right now, I know that there's just so much more potential. We go through things in life. We have the ebbs and flows. It's literally sometimes like a roller coaster. Anyone that's saying that they are always on a high in life, they're either lying or they're taking drugs. And they're just always high on life, high on drugs, not even high on life. But I just wanted to kid and laugh a little bit. But seriously, in life, we go through the ups, we go through the downs. And sometimes that down is similar to a roller coaster where it takes a while to get up to that top. And then just in a moment's notice, quickly you can just come down. But it doesn't mean you're going to stay there if you choose not to. So what I decided to do after having that meeting is to just really dig in more into my faith, dig in more into what the possibilities are for my business, where I can really see it going to, and just not only just about what I can do for my business, how I can really help other people more. Because I can say that with my business, I have really helped a number of people, even those that don't want to even really admit it, because we know stuff like that happens in life. You give people help and they don't either want to acknowledge it, or they may have done something wrong, and instead of taking accountability for what they have done, they want to point fingers and blame and say, well, I chose to do this because of what they did. No, we all have choices and decisions in life, and it's ultimately up to you what you decide to do and choose to do. And I'm grateful to say that I have more people for me than against me, even if it doesn't feel like that sometimes. But my business has helped so many people and still does. And I'm really grateful for the team that I have right now, where it just makes me want to dig in deeper and help them out even more and help other people out, because there's still good people out there. I may have encountered some people that weren't the best, not many, but some, over the years that were just not good for me. They weren't good for my business. They were not deserving of a chance or an opportunity, but I was willing to help them out. And I cannot allow what other people did in the past in terms of spurring me, burning me in some way, shape, or form, to prevent me from reaching other people that are deserving of those chances. We have to remember that sometimes when we go through things like that in life, it's a setup to block you from your blessing, because it's a tool, I feel, of the enemy to really block you and stop you and shut you down from being a blessing in other people's lives, because we truly do receive when we are givers. The thing is, you have to really be careful as a giver to know who to give to, because takers are out there as predators seeking whom they may devour. So you have to really be careful about who you give to, but it doesn't mean that you should stop giving. I have been through some things in my career and as a business owner where I had been hurt by people that I really felt were almost like little sisters to me, and people that I really supported and really wanted to see grow, and definitely saw them grow. I did that by the help of the good Lord above, my Father, to really help them to be prosperous and be successful. And instead, just excuse my language, later on, when things changed in their lives and they decided that they were better than me or whatever, they gave me their ass to kiss and kept moving on. But I have to remember that we reap what we sow. So I can't allow people that have sparred me or burned me in some way to stop me from being a giver, which is what I believe is one of the gifts that God has given me spiritually, to be able to be a giver, because that's not something that everyone is or is capable of doing. I do believe that it's something that is innate within me. So I can't allow other people to stop me from being a blessing to other people. This is a business, it's not a ministry. So I have to be cognizant of that as well, and have to be careful about who I bring in. It's not a charity, you know what I mean? I'm in the business to make money. So of course I have to be careful. So I'm definitely being more meticulous about people that I bring in, but I'm not allowing that to stop me from bringing people in. I had been on pause for a minute, but working with other people, getting some of the bad people out and bringing in some other good people is something that's really taking me to a different course and a different level as far as my business is concerned. And then I have some other things that I'm working on that I'm truly grateful for and thankful for. So just taking every day, one day at a time, being careful and meticulous about who you're operating around and allowing to come into your space and into your business, keeping the thieves out of the temple, like Prince said. I love that song, Thieves in the Temple. But I truly believe that having that meeting with this company about selling my business, it just really woke something up within me to really help me to persevere more, longer, and even better. You may be going through things in your life, you may be going through things in your career, whether you are a business owner or not, and you're trying to figure out what is your next step. Sometimes things come into your life and it's not a sign to say this is what you should be doing. Like, I don't believe that that letter that I received was a sign for me to sell my business. After prayer and counseling and consultations, that actually is the opposite of what I feel led to do. I don't feel that now is the time to retreat and to give up. It's just a time to pivot and do some things differently, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm blessed to say that after all of the years that I've been in business, there are people out there that look at my business as something that is worthy of being sold, because not everyone can say that they have had someone approach them about buying their business. So that is huge to me. It's an honor. I'm grateful for it. But now is not the time. So I'm just going to continue to persevere and proceed forward. And I'm excited to see all of the other great things are to come. Nothing is easy. If everything in life and definitely in business and entrepreneurship was easy, then everyone definitely would do it. But only the strong survive. And I can definitely say that I'm a survivor. I'm an overcomer with the help of the good Lord, my Father that is above and within me. I'm truly excited to see what is to come. So no, not now. Now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to sell out. Now is the time to persevere and to move forward. So the same thing I say unto me, I say unto you. Now is not the time to sell out. Now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to pursue, proceed, and prevail and prosper. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I am Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, sharing the Bible. That's business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. Thank you so much for being here, for subscribing to my channel. And until the next time, I hope and pray you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.